Hi girlies! As an English teacher who loves Barbie, I often wonder if I could use Barbie adaptations as teaching tools. Teaching tools means the movies that we put on before Christmas, but we pretend like they're educational. So here's my opinion. A lot of the Barbie movies from like the 2000s are adaptations of classic novels. Nutcracker, 12 Dancing Princesses, Island Princess. Island Princess is Tarzan, if you didn't know or you didn't get that. I'm not doing all of them, I'm just doing the ones that I can reasonably picture on a high school curriculum in my area. Making the three movies I'm talking about Princess and the Pauper, A Christmas Carol, and The Three Musketeers. The standards that I'm judging them against are why I teach them, how similar the Barbie adaptations are to the original text, and the enjoyability for my students. That one's complicated. Princess and the Pauper. One of the most important details for major exam years in the UK is your understanding of the historical context of the book. With this in mind, we get to go into Mark Twain and the Tudors. For those who don't know, the original book is about Edward VI, son of Henry VIII. Immaculate. Mwah. So much history. The book also focuses a lot on class relations, which is a huge topic to explore as part of an analysis. But the changes in this one are pretty substantial, and the fact that they're women is the least of it, honestly. Like, don't get me started on the other Princess Swap Barbie movies. Or do. Like this video if you want that rant. As for enjoyability, honestly, I think this would go down well in a lot of the classrooms I've taught in. But it is way too different for me to be able to justify putting this on as an educational tool. 3 out of 5. A Christmas Carol. If you've seen my video on it, good for you, cause no one else did. But you'll know that I think that it is honestly a really good adaptation. I don't think it's changed in a way that I'd have to explain to kids. They can probably comprehend that, Barbie is going to be different. That being said, the things that you do have to explain when you show adaptations, my favourite has to be, no, Shakespeare didn't write Merchant in the 1920s. He was dead. Anyway, this one actually is on the curriculum in the UK. We already teach it here, so of course I'd teach it. Like I mentioned with Princess and the Pauper, historical context is also invaluable. But the main reason we teach it is because it's packed with symbols to analyse. Well, actually the main reason we teach it is because it's short. On the enjoyability scale, as much as I will die on the hill of Christmas Carol being criminally underrated as a Barbie movie, can't in good conscience show it to a class of teenagers. That would not go down well. 3 out of 5. Three Musketeers. Three Musketeers could be taught for being action-driven, which is one of the main methods that we are trying desperately to use to get boys to engage with literature. The state of education is, it's hard out here. On that note though, can I really justify showing them a version where the action heroes are girls? But otherwise, we have plenty of themes to address, such as how gender roles are presented. We can pull all kinds of symbolism from simply there being 3 of the main characters. And I've already talked about how important historical context is. Anyway, despite the changes made to accommodate the main characters being women, it's honestly a pretty faithful adaptation. So I have to give it a 4 out of 5. With all that said, would I actually use any of these Barbie movies in a classroom setting? No, not really, but it's nice to think about. Some of them could be useful in certain settings, like I genuinely watched 12 Dancing Princesses when I was in university, and it was actually useful for my knowledge of the text. But other than that, that's my dreams dashed. Though, if Barbie ever goes back to adapting classics, I have a list that I'd love to see. Future video idea? Like if you want to see that. God, I wish teaching were always as easy as deciding whether to show a Barbie movie or not. Subscribe for more videos like this, and for now, bye girlies!